Hey everybody, and welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and we are live streaming. And once again, you're joining me for the Hero Hour. This is the Friday edition, which means we do something a little bit different. At the beginning. We do the raffle for the store for this coming weekend. And I got something kind of special to do this time. Let me first go ahead and share this out on Twitter because I was doing some screwing around with the live stream earlier where I was testing live streaming and I accidentally started a live stream, which I didn't mean to, which meant that was probably my third notification of the day, which means when I start this live stream, nobody's getting notified. But that's all right. That's all right. Actually, give me just half a second. I'm going to invite some people. We'll see who's able to make it. And, oh, hey, Evan, how's it going? Just give the prize to me. You got it, man. You got it. You have to come to the store and pick it up, though. You have to come down to Florida and pick it up. I'm not shipping. All right, let me send out this invite real quick. And since I'm on Twitter right now promoting, let's go ahead and send out the invites there as well. You know, one of these days we'll get Evan on the stream. It'll be a lot of fun. All right, so needless to say, I'm going to do something kind of special tonight. Better have a jalapeno Whataburger waiting for me. Absolutely. It'll be waiting for you. Okay, so we're going to do something different. Oh, screw it. I forgot to do the... there we go. I forgot the Misfit Corner Comics. That's important, guys. It's very important. But we're going to do something different with this drawing because I had started on a brand new drawing to do, and I did not finish it. So I went through my little stack of original pieces of art, and I found one that I liked, and I found a second, and I found a third one, and I ended up finding not one, not two, not three, but 5 different pieces of original art that I'd be willing to give away during the drawing. So tonight's drawing is winner's choice. They will have the option of picking one of the 5 sketches as their grand prize. And I'll show you the drawings. Now, these are all drawings that were probably done during live streams. So there's probably a video out there of me creating these images. This is one. This is a Crom image. Actually, I think I did this one in the store. Not 100% sure. But you have this Crom image. You have another Crom image. This is like actually the 3rd sketch that I ever did of Crom. So this kind of has a relevance. Then I have another one. I know that I did this one on a live stream. This is also a Crom one. And it's got a cat-like barbarian character behind him, like getting ready to attack him. This is probably one of my favorites. I have another original hero sketch. With some background images. So this is like a completed sketch. And then this one I know I did in the store. This is when I was creating the the Panda Samurai Girl and Crom. So these are the 5 images. So the winner of this raffle will get to choose between these 5. They're all 11 by 14. I've got them all bagged in the nice plastic photo sleeves with an extra layer of foam core, so nice and thick. They're perfect size for framing, if anybody's interested in that. But whoever wins tonight gets their choice. All right, let me get out the bucket, and let's pull a ticket. So I have that hidden back here. All right. This is one of my favorite parts of the Friday episode. Shake it up, baby. Shake it up, baby. Stand and shout. All right. And I've got a lot of regulars in the store who come in and they get a ticket all the time, and they're always like, I got to pull my name, And I'll know it if I do, but let's see. All right, let's see who we got here. All right, this is ticket number 965047. And the lucky winner's name is Mark. So Mark, if you're out there and you see the video or you come by the store anytime, I will have the ticket and you get to choose which one of these 5 sketches you would like to own and it's all yours. All right, excellent. Congratulations, Mark. I'm fairly certain I know who that is, too, by the way. I think he'll be really happy. Oh, Avery's in the chat. Avery's in the stream. Let me bring him in. What's up, man?
What's up, dickhead?
How's it going?
Awful.
Awful? That's horrible.
Just awful.
I'm doing great, just so you know.
That's why it's going awful.
For you? That's so sad. That's so really sad.
You're terrible.
I know. I promise, on my honor, to try to do better.
Would you please just step out in front of a bus or something, man? God.
You know how often I get near a bus, to be honest with you? It doesn't happen very often.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I'm either driving behind or going past a bus. I rarely ever walk near a bus. So the chances of that happening are slim to none, man. I'm sorry. You're going to have to come up with another wish. I got something. Well, I was going to say something cool to share this evening, but
I doubt it's remotely interesting.
I know, but it's something we'll do later. It'll be the original art section of the video.
I doubt it. Where's Todd Kodiak? Come on, guys. Seriously.
Well, I think Todd said he might try to join tonight, so we'll see.
Hopefully. I need the help. This is a lot.
This is a very broad. This is a very broad shoulder thing for you to do, you know. So
it's all furries and look, I got a comic of something no one likes. Yeah, isn't it cool?
You guys want to look at some comics? Is that what you're saying?
Fuck no. Fuck your comics.
I think we're going to look at some comics.
You're about to be on your own.
Well, I've done that before too.
You're terrible.
I would like you to join for the comics because you might find something in here that you like.
You have nothing I want.
Well, I'm just saying, it's a possibility. There's a mic involved.
I don't want any of them. I don't want any of them.
Well, to be honest, I need to bring bag and board some new comics into the store, so I need to show them off first.
Oh, your store's terrible.
Evan says I blame Avery for this one.
Yeah.
This stack actually has
# abandon the chat.
Abandon the chat.
I made an abandon the chat meme for you, Evan, on Twitter. I don't think you're on Twitter.
You did? Oh, excellent. I'll have to go look.
You're tagged. I even made a Tom variant of the meme for Blue Samurai.
Oh, goodness gracious. Now I'm going to have to go find this. Hold on. And you tagged... Oh, wow. I have 11 tags. Oh, this is funny. This, I think, guys... All right, hold on a second. You know, if it wasn't for the fact that you come here and actually show me stuff, I'd probably never see stuff. But
yeah, see, people could actually be responding to your comic and be interested in it, and you wouldn't have a clue because you don't participate.
It says Misfit Quarter Comics live stream. This is Andrew. This is the chat. Long mundane story no one cares about.
# abandon the chat. # abandon the chat.
Oh, that's so great. That's fantastic. That's excellent. Now how do I like? Oh, there you go. That's liking it and retweeting it.
There's even a version where I X out the chat and put Tom for Blue Samurai.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because he always calls people Tom.
He calls Todd Tom.
Exactly.
Long mundane story nobody cares about. That's good. Guys, I have my own meme for the show. Thank you, Avery.
Oh, there's more coming.
Oh, here's Todd. Todd's here.
Oh, thank God I'm not alone. Oh, praise Jesus. Praise Jesus for the Jew.
Oh, would you rather prefer to be alone?
Did you
No,
see
God, I'm so glad you're here.
Did you see the meme that Avery made for me?
No,
The
Todd
channel?
doesn't follow me on his main account on Twitter.
Do you see this?
That's excellent.
Misfit Corner Comics live stream. Andrew, the chat, and long mundane story no one cares about.
Tell us more about it, Andrew.
In detail.
This is literally the definition of my live stream.
Yes, that's why it's funny. And it's also very funny that the most generic meme template out there that's the most widely used also fits.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
That's
that's
pretty
very
funny.
true. That's
pretty
very
funny.
true. That's awesome, Avery.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. You're such a good guy. All right, back to checking out some comics. How you doing, Todd?
I'm doing all right.
You have any long mundane stories you'd like to share with us? No? Okay, well let's look at some comics first, okay?
Yeah, what's up, Snake Plissken?
we're out of New York officially.
Yeah.
So everything's
Good.
gone. You're officially
The movers left at 4:40 this morning, and we left New York at 5 a.m.
Hallelujah. I hope they don't
Wow.
steal your shit.
Thanks.
Well, that happens a lot to people who have to hire moving agencies. They steal
Yeah, I
your
know.
shit.
We went with a good agency though. So.
you took
Yeah.
you took all the good stuff with your you have the good stuff with your with you, right? The
I mean,
original art and stuff like that.
we took stuff. Yeah.
Traveling with two babies, of course not.
He's not traveling with two babies. His mother-in-law has the babies. Woman, I'm going to be so excited to have my own office. All right. I love you, dear.
Yeah, he wouldn't take those babies into that war zone.
No, he wouldn't.
Well, I mean, they do make soft body armor.
Yeah.
That's sad. All right, well, hey, guys, got a stack of comics.
Level A3.
We got a stack of comics that we're going to go through real quick. If you guys just be patient with me and maybe check out some nice stuff. To start off the stack, we've got something specifically that Avery would love, an X Factor Inferno issue number 37, with a gorgeous Madeline Pryor cover and wonderful.
I believe I have more than one copy of that, and it's in one of the essentials I have.
Oh, okay. Nice. Well, this is always fantastic Walter Simonson art.
Yeah.
We've got an issue of MPH from Mark Millar and Duncan Fegredo. This is issue number 3. I have issue
Duncan
number
who?
Fegredo. I know I'm saying it wrong, but it doesn't matter. You know who it is, right?
I do.
Yeah, okay. Check this out. I don't think I've ever seen this before. This is issue number 2 of
Duncan
a
from
Fantagraphics
B-roll.
It's called The Doomsday Squad, and it features
Oh.
art by John Byrne.
Really?
Oh.
I've never ever seen this before, but it's kind of cool.
Oh, is it cool?
It is cool. It's one of those things it's one of those odd anomalies that, let me see, when did this come out? This came out in 86, so I mean he was a well-known name by that point in time. So this is kind of like one of his own little things,
That's cool.
Yeah, it is. Very cool. We got Commandy Challenge number 1. This is one of the alternate cover versions. This is with the Bruce Timm cover. Very nice. We've got a Uncle E issue of Batman Superman.
Oh,
Or
cool.
Superman Batman. This is issue number 29. It's got a really nice cover, and he also did all the interior art. And
Oh, cool.
this is not one of the ones he was slacking on. This is actually a really, really decent looking issue. It's very good. We have a Texiera issue of Ghost Rider. This is issue number 14. This is probably one of my.
Wow,
favorite-
that looks mint, dude.
Oh, it's great condition.
Yeah, that's my favorite run of Ghost Rider by far.
It is. Even when the first issue started with Javier Saltares on art, and then Tex, doing the inking, it eventually became all Tex, and it was fantastic.
What's up, Richard? And that's pretty funny, Evan. If it wasn't for Andrew, Evan wouldn't know what's cool.
You're welcome.
The irony.
This is another issue of the Shadow Strikes from DC from '89 with the
Sarcasm.
fantastic Barreto art. I actually had found several issues of this series, and I'm trying to put together a bundle set of them, but these are just too gorgeous to do that to. I may have to sell them.
Yeah, but are they cool?
They're right up there. Look at that cover. There's so much dynamic and simplicity in the cover, you know?
Oh yeah.
It's creepy and nasty and
so nasty.
I got an issue of Green Lanterns. This is issue 65. This is the pre-Rebirth issue era. This is probably the 52 era, New 52 era, but it's Jeff Johns and Doug Mankey, and very cool. We got the Humanity one-shot. This one is filled with Olivier Coipel's goodness on art.
The Inhumanity?
It's Inhumanity. Yeah, what did I say? Humanity?
Yeah, I think you just said humanity.
I meant Inhumanity.
Oh.
Yep. I got an issue of Fear Itself. This is book 6. This is the limited series, the 7-issue limited series featuring art by Stuart Immonen, and it's gorgeous. It's also cool. We've got the Elseworlds issue of Superman and Batman Generations 3, an imaginary series from John Byrne. This is issue 12 of 12. I've got a couple more of these, and this is one I'm definitely working on a bundle set for. But yeah, it's nice. Actually, I think he actually did 3 series worth. So there's like 3 series of this out there.
Oh, definitely 3.
Hey, you guys remember this one? Trencher.
Yeah.
Keith Giffen?
He went to go to Image to do his own kind of thing on Lobo.
That's a classic.
This is awesome.
I really enjoyed that book.
It's a lot of fun with it. Check it out. Wildcats Trilogy #1 with the glowing. This is not a chromium cover. It's not a. Is it?
I think it's labeled as a chromium.
It's foil though. That's more like foil.
Yeah, it's kind of more like prism color covers stock. So, but interior art by Jay Lee. Yeah. Back in the day when. I like his stuff so much more nowadays than I did back then.
But go through that and look at how little background there is.
Oh yeah. There's very little at all. It was all about the splash. It was all about the characters. But it's nice. Got an issue of The Strain. This is issue #4. I didn't realize when I got it that the back cover's
humidity,
all water damage. So this will probably go in the 10-cent bin, but it's got pretty great Mike Huddleston art in it. So. I know I was mentioning before.
The humidity.
Stop it. The first wave from DC, where it was a Spirit, Batman, and Doc Savage. It was Doc Savage. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Savage.
But this one has really great art by Rags Morales. So.
Oh, great.
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
Yes, it is. I'm glad you agree. This is the Max series Fury, My War Gone By Garth Ennis and Parlov, who, by the way, is fantastic. Oh!
You showed a boob.
I got to edit that.
Let me see the cover to that. Which one is that? Is that Max Fury Max?
Yes. Cover by Dave Johnson. But
man, Goran Parlov is phenomenal. I love him.
He does a great Punisher, and he does a great Fury as well.
Mm-hmm.
I found issue #1 of this a little while ago. This is Warrior Nun Ariella, Ghosts of the Past from Arctic Press. This is issue #4. I don't know. I may try to put together Antarctic. Yeah, I may try to put together a bundle set, but yeah, we'll see. Also looking for some early Excalibur issues. Here's issue #6. This is from the Alan Davis run. Chris Claremont and Alan Davis, and these issues are just gorgeous. Great story, great art, just fantastic. Random issue of Daredevil Yellow. This is by the team of Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. This is issue #6. I think it's the last issue in the series.
Oh, that first page is great.
Oh, yeah.
Where is Tim Sale, man? What's he doing?
I'm not sure what he's doing nowadays, but that is great. I would love to see it in black and white because all these gray tones he's got on the page. So
I like using full gray tones for stuff because I also like to color my work, and that just makes it easier.
Yeah,
It's one less step to do digitally.
it's very nice.
Half,
This,
like almost a third to half your work's already done for you.
yeah, this is X-Men number 33. This is actually from the originated as the Jim Lee X-Men. This is issue number 33 with Andy Kubert on art. You got Gambit going up against Sabretooth. That's a pretty nasty looking version of Sabretooth too. But you know, it's cool. We've got another issue of the Further Adventures of Indiana Jones. This is issue number 4. It's a very classic looking cover here.
Yeah, I love all those kind of covers where you've got all these bad guys coming at the good guy, and they're all like pointing and like get them, and they got the guns coming in off camera. I love it almost every time I've ever seen that basic idea done.
Oh wow, this is Ron Friends penciling. Did not realize that. That's awesome. This doesn't look like Ron Friends, but this is
Who inked it? That's the difference.
Danny Bulanadi, Bulanadi. I don't think I've ever heard of that. 1983. So, oh hey,
I've never heard of that.
wait, hold on a second. Dillard's here. This is his favorite segment. So,
Oh God, Dillard.
how's
How
it,
you
Dillard?
doing, young man? Huh? How's it
Oh,
going?
not too bad. We're looking at some comics. We're almost at the end, so just be
Fantastic.
okay.
You should have waited like 3 or 4 more minutes.
I can come back if you need.
Here's an issue of the Wetworks source book. Got a nice Walter
Yeah.
Will Sportasio wraparound cover.
Yeah, nice. Who?
Will Sportasio.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I almost screwed it up at the beginning, but
Yeah.
it's supposed to be like a who's who type pinup book, but
Yes.
it's got all this extra stuff that's
How come they
Oh,
put such a booty cover on it though?
booty cover.
Yeah, all these interiors look great. Look at this bubbly muscle. It looks like some sort of a. It looks like homosexual pornography. It's like,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
And Dillard would know.
Yeah, Dillard would know.
I have a wide collection. I can tell you
We
that
have a-
Will Portasio is probably into that kind of thing.
We have a copy of the Infinite Crisis Fight for the Multiverse. This is in conjunction with the video game, sealed with a based on the hit video game free playable character download code inside.
Is that Zatanna?
Yeah, Zatanna and
Zatanna is my favorite character.
oh yeah, you like that cover?
I don't know anything about her, but her design is perfect.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Legs, fishnets, boobs. Yeah,
Yep.
it's great.
Yep. It
And a
goes.
top hat. Where's her top hat?
It's in her hand.
Girl, go find your top hat.
It's in her hand. She knows exactly where it is.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing
All right,
with
we're
that
almost
top
done.
hat.
We're almost done, guys. Come on, be patient. We got a Green Lantern from the 2003 run, issue 168. This has got interior by Dale Eaglesham, which isn't too bad. We've got the new 52 number 1 issue of Superman with George Perez writing and Jose Marino on art, which oh stop. When it started, it wasn't that bad. So
You saw that cover. I'm not the only one that saw that cover.
whatever. This one might be worth a little bit of money. This is Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. This is from the 40-cent era, which would be 1979. Look at these.
Who drew that?
Joe Stanton and Jack Abel.
Wow.
Dude, it's awesome. It's gorgeous. And this is in really great condition too. I think I did a quick check, and I think in near mint condition, it's like a $12 book. So this right here is probably a good, $7 to $8. So very nice. Yeah. And check this out. This is one I told my daughter about, and she didn't believe me. This is actually the second print. It's the second print of Solar number 10.
I don't know if I agree with the politics of this cover.
This came out. This came out during the time where Valiant was like super popular. They were
Yes.
right up there with the Image guys. Now this is the second print, so it's not worth very much anything. Actually, the first print is like a $40 book. This is the first appearance of the Eternal Warrior and some other people. But the thing I think is so funny about this issue is it's classic because it's the black cover. It's all completely black, and you can see the title in there. But you know what? Barry Windsor Smith put his initials on the cover.
That's funny.
That's BWS right there. It's a blank cover, and he put his initials on it. Isn't that hilarious? My daughter loves Barry Windsor Smith, by the way. She thinks he's fantastic. And he actually does have a big chunk of art in this issue, which is actually great. Look at that page. Some really great art in here.
But there was a lot of bisexual lighting in the colored.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the coloring. I mean,
Is that man butt naked hugging that woman?
Maybe. Well, he's made out of energy, so I mean that makes a difference. But yeah, I was telling her. I said
I'm offended because he wasn't hugging another man butt naked.
It was. I told my daughter it was a black
Blatant
cover with
homophobic.
Barry Windsor Smith's initials on it, and she's like, "No way." I said, "Yeah. There you go." All right. Well, all these comics are going to be bagged and boarded and in the store this weekend. So if anybody's interested, come on by, and I'll sell you some comics cheap. All right. Thank you guys for being so patient and letting me.
Time do you open?
What time do I open? 10 o'clock. Saturday mornings, 10 o'clock. Sunday mornings, 10 o'clock too. You going to come by? Evan said he's going to come by one day.
I don't want to look at your face.
He says as long as I bring him some jalapeno biscuits from Whataburger, he'll come by.
Yeah, jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
Nice deep.
All right, so because I missed out on the chat because I was showing comics, I'm going to just go through and get everybody updated on the chat.
Sure.
The last thing I remember seeing was Evan posting his smiley faces. So Richard came in and says, "Good evening, gentle furries." Thank you, Richard. Welcome to the show. Evan says, "If it wasn't for Andrew, I wouldn't know what was cool." My gift to you. Richard says, "Humidity." Well, there's a lot of that down here in Florida right now. Evan says, "I wish this segment was imaginary."
Andrew, do you not understand what humidity was a reference to?
No, what? I missed it.
That's what. Did you not
Was it when I was saying
Andrew was
the
laughing at
humanity?
for 5 minutes straight.
When I was saying the humanity?
Yes.
Okay.
He called it humidity.
You know, some of these comments I'm realizing are funnier in context to when they're actually written.
Yes.
So
See what you have to do, and I'm giving you this advice for free.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
You have to yell at and berate the chat every time they make a comment that they don't put in context. Because even it doesn't matter how good you are, you may fumble, something may happen, and you may miss what's going on. So you're getting all of these comments out of context.
You know what?
So when they do that, you tell them to go fuck right off.
You know what would be even greater is if somebody who was in the chat with me or who was on the stream with me was actually reading the chat as it happened and made sure I was aware of it instead of letting me fumble and fall.
Actually, when we do
that, you cried because they were interrupting you.
Exactly. You
Uh,
cry when we do that.
I don't think I've ever cried on this stream, ever.
You will. Give us time.
It's like Evan says, don't listen to Dillard. He lies. Don't listen to Dillard about what? Make some fucking sense, Evan.
I cry every time we get off the stream because I'm like, what did I do? Why am I showing up here? What?
Why did I do this to myself?
Richard, in context to Evan wishing it was an imaginary segment, says, "It is, Evan. This is all in your heads." And then he says Excalibur was way ahead of its time. Oh, by God, yes.
It really was.
It was a good book.
And then Turtle Rabbit, hey, Turtle Rabbit, how's it going? Says, love the Ron Friends Spidey run. Excellent. Actually, my Ron Friends, my favorite Ron Friends is his Thor work. That's all my all-time favorite. Richard says, BWS is one of the best inkers ever. Okay.
Yeah, you saw how nicely and evenly he inked all that black cover.
And it was all very, very uniform and everything. Yeah. He says, I'll come down if you wear a furry costume. Done and done. I just got to find a furry costume in my size. You guys think you can help me with that? Do you remember, Avery, do you remember that day that we went to Romel's place to play poker? Not poker, pool. And we were having a bet between he and I because we were trying to
poker. Go
best
fish.
No, it was pool. I swear to God, it was pool.
Yeah, they were playing pool.
And he won the first game. Or no, I won the first game. He won the second game. And we were on the third game. And we had started to build up a bet. And if I lost, I had to wear a Sailor Moon costume. And while we're playing the game, he's having a good old time. He's actually looking up Sailor Moon costumes on his phone, trying to find one that would fit me. And I ended up winning the third game, so I didn't have to do it. And he never, ever, ever did his part of the bet. He welched on the bet. He never did it.
He did welch on the bet.
And we haven't talked to him since then.
Yeah.
All right. Then Evan says, don't listen to Dillard. He lies. I don't know why you would say that. I don't think Dillard has ever lied. And he says, how's this for context? Thank you, Richard. Evan says, context is for sissies. That's right. Actually, no. I need the context sometimes, guys, because you know me, I get lost in my own conversation. So, see? Now I don't know or need the context for that cover Dillard is talking about. Richard says, take a look at BWS Frankenstein and how well he inked. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Barry Windsor Smith didn't do Frankenstein. That was
Barry Windsor Smith could have done his own. He could have done his own Frankenstein book.
Oh, maybe he could have. Yeah. But whenever you say Frankenstein, you think of Bernie Wrightson. You know.
Yeah, it's automatic, but that doesn't mean Barry Windsor Smith didn't do one too.
Yeah.
And that's no reason for you to tell your listener that he's lying.
I didn't say he's lying. I just said I didn't think he had done that.
Yeah.
But hey, he's done.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Evan says, because I don't care. So, boop, boop, boop. Now we're all caught up. Hey, I got something really cool to share with you guys. Do you guys want to see some really cool original art?
Well, Evan says that you know what's cool, so
I'm thinking about putting one of these 12-gauge rounds and trying to light it like a cigar.
Okay. And it actually comes with a story. So
Hold on. Richard Corwin has something to say in the chat. He says, I always lie.
He always lies. Okay. I had to take some ice water because my throat was getting dry, and I'm getting ready to tell you all a story. But when I did my first, it's got a reason for this. When I did my first graphic novel, Cornerstone, Tales from the Cornerstone, there were no splash pages in the book at all. And it was partially a conscious decision not to do it. In the second book, though, I started every chapter with a splash page.
Hold on a second. Richard Corwin has something to say. Also, Evan Hotep. He says, let's talk about Rick while Andrew does his peep show. And then Richard Corwin says, context, please.
What? Rick's not even here. All right. Okay. So let me finish my story. So when I did my second book, I made sure that I did some splash pages, and the chapters began with a splash page. Then when I did Agents of Cult with my friend Sean Pryor, when I got done with that the graphic novel was actually two different stories. It was Black's Danger in Space.
Evan Hotep says, oh, never mind. He's telling a story.
Yes, I'm telling a story. So it was actually two different stories. One was Agents of Cult, and one was Black's Adventure in Space.
Hold on a second. Evan had something else to say. He says, let's talk about Rick while Andrew finishes sharing his story.
You know what? I'm going to have to start the story all over. You totally derailed me. You bastards.
It wasn't me, it was Evan.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just reading what Evan said. The thing is, you earlier, like not too long ago, you told me like somebody should read out.
I didn't tell you specifically. I just
before you finish that, Richard Corwin puts a smiley face in it.
Okay.
Oh
right.
God.
Let's hold off on reading the chat until I'm done with this very, very, very brief story. Because it's gonna be 10 times longer if you guys just don't let me
I just love that other people are doing my job for me. I'm so happy.
All right. Okay. So first graphic.
I guess
novel,
I was unclear to I was going by the letter of the law, not the spirit of the law.
God damn it, Kodiak! Will you shut the hell up?
That's Dillard, not Kodiak.
I know. Usually Kodiak who screws up my flow.
Yeah. Okay, continue.
All right, so
Hey Andrew, so really quick.
Yeah, Evan's kind of right. He says, "Don't listen to Andrew." When has he ever told a brief story?
I never.
Never in 30 years.
Wait, if you ask him that, he'll tell you the longest story ever about the time he told you a brief story.
Yeah, there's a setup for that too. So
What? Tell us.
no, I want to finish this story first.
Please
What
explain,
story?
Andrew,
What
in
story are you
detail.
trying to talk? I don't actually remember where you were talking.
Well, yeah,
about.
where were we? What was this? I don't.
I know where I'm at.
Okay.
Cornerstone Volume 1, no splash pages. Cornerstone Volume 2.
Anyway, so what I was
splash
trying to
pages.
tell you before is
Yes,
sorry.
Todd.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I was just trying to interrupt you.
Oh, okay. All right. Now that we're done with that, thank you very much.
Cornerstone.
So, Volume 2
I'll
of
be
Cornerstone
quiet.
started each
I'm
chapter
sorry.
with a
Quiet.
splash
Just be
page.
quiet. Let him finish. Let the man finish.
My third
From the
graphic
bottom
novel
of my
that I
heart,
did
I apologize.
my third graphic novel that I did was Agents of Cults and Black's Danger in Space with my friend Sean Pryor. And there were no splash pages in that entire book.
Spash
And when he and I started talking about doing the second book, I
Spash.
said, I have one request for the story, because he, of course, was writing the story, was that there be at least one double-page splash, because I've never done a double-page splash before in a book. And that had always been a goal of mine. Well, when I started working on Hero Book 1, I took the first 7 pages as like kind of a test run. Like I had to complete the first 7 pages.
Hey guys, do you
in
want
order
a
to-
sandwich at all?
Shut up. I can still hear you. I don't know what all you said while I was talking, but the
No,
point of the point of the matter is that I've done several double page splashes for Hero books 1, 2, and 3, and I recently took 3 of them that were in the store down because the bags that they were in had gotten damaged or ripped, so I wanted to take them down and rebag them. But I'm not going to put them back in the same design thing that I had set up for them, because they're too big and they get messed up. So the bottom line is I actually have some of splash pages I wanted to share with you guys and show off stuff that some of you may not have ever seen before, unless of course you came into the store.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so I wanted to show you. And
okay.
yeah,
That was the long way around, buddy.
I know, but I was getting there.
Oh man.
This is actually the very first splash page that I did for Hero. This is actually pages 6 and 7. And it's nothing more than a background. It's just a background shot. And
picture.
in the this is
Wait, and this is a legitimate cut in. So why are you showing it like that instead of turning your camera on your desk and like laying the image on your desk?
I honestly don't think my overhead camera would cover the size of a double page splash. Maybe.
Okay, I don't know. I was just genuinely curious.
I can see. Hold on. I just don't think it would fit.
That's what she said.
A Nighthawk Warrior is here. He's very.
That looks
interested to
great.
see
There
it.
you go.
Well, hold on. Actually,
Crotch shot. There you go. Look at that.
I can raise the camera even further.
No.
There
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
one of my favorite pages. I love that. I love that water.
Now, in the actual book itself, Hero Book 1, you see the back of Hero's head, which I did on a separate sheet of paper, right here. So it has him overlooking the valley and the waterfall and so forth. And this was a huge, huge stumbling block. I had to get past this in order for Hero to work. And it was the first 7 pages. And once I got past this, the rest of the book just started to come along.
Evan says this wasn't a story at all. It was a Trojan horse to show us more comics.
To show you original art. Now this one, probably if I ever took it into the store, it would not be for sale. I'm just not going to sell it. This is one of the very first splash pages, double page splashes that I did for Hero, and it's got sentimental value.
No, you should absolutely sell it, but as a higher tier for when you launch the campaign for Hero Book 1 again.
Well, there's not a lot. There's nothing going on in it, though. It's just a big.
It doesn't matter. It's a nice piece of art. Someone who really enjoys your book might enjoy hanging in their home and having in their collection.
I agree with Avery on this one.
Well, you never know. It might.
Lord.
Right, unless obvious, it doesn't have to be that page specifically if it really holds a special place. But
Yep. And this is a double page. Is also a double page splash from Hero Book 1. This is the. Let's see if I can get it in. You've got Hero and Pudge, and they're standing on this gigantic skull, and there's woods in the background.
that's a great man. Those are great pages, dude.
This.
Yeah,
this-
that's easy. A $300 to
Nah,
$400
this page
tier.
made the other page look suck. This is dope.
yeah. Well, see, I got better. I started to get better as I went along.
I don't know
Yeah.
what you were thinking with that first page.
The funny,
Yeah.
the funny thing about this is actually a story page from Book 1, and
Uh-huh.
the ironic part is they had just met Hawkeye for the first time, which, by the way, I have the original his first appearance splash page here, which I was using for reference for something.
Come on.
But, in the story, Hawkeye tells them this wild tale about fighting this giant lizard, and Hero and Pudge are walking through the forest.
And
And
a short tape.
what?
No, it's Andrew. It's a long.
Yeah.
show.
I'd be done by now if you guys would just let me finish.
You wouldn't.
Okay. So, and Pudge is kind of asking Hero, do you think giants really do exist out in the world? And Hero's response is something like, well, I don't know, but I guess we're going to find out together. And then when you turn the page, it's this double page spread, and they're walking on top of this giant skull. And they don't realize it. They don't realize they're walking on top of it. And so it was a very interesting page turn in the story. And I like it. I think I'm unique and I'm special in how I ended up making that happen the way I did. But
Yeah.
I just really wanted to draw a huge skull and them walking on it.
Yeah, see, but that's the kind of page. You have that page with a nice print that's the same size of the color version,
Oh yeah, the
I-
color version knocks
of the
it out of the water. So
but how it looks colored and lettered in the comic, and you have that original with the print and all the goodies that come with the books, and it's like a $400 or $500 tier, man.
yeah. Now there was actually, I think, at least one more double page splash in Hero Book 1, but it's not the greatest one. So I don't actually have it to show off. But this is actually from Hero Book 2. This is a scene from Hero Book 2 in which Hero and Pudge find this sacred rock or whatever, and they land in this pond, and all the turtles show up. And this is the page where I did it completely. All the turtles and all the background is done with a quill pen. You know, one that you dip in the ink and you do. And when I got done with this page, I just loved the way the background turned out. So I actually went back to I forget what page. I think these are pages like 15 and 16 or something like that, or 11 and 12, something like that.
Cool.
I went back and redid all the backgrounds for all the pages prior to this page, because the way the quill pen worked out was so much greater. And I ended up doing almost every background in this book with a quill pen. And there's parts where, like right here next to this turtle's head, there's a splatter right here where I screwed up and splattered, but it works. It works perfectly for what this image is. And this is one of my all-time favorites. This is one that whenever I had it at a convention, I showed it off at a convention, people would ask, hey, do you have a print of that? And I ended up making prints and selling prints of this piece, the black and white version. But Avery colored it, and it looks fantastic, so we'll probably have to have color versions of prints as well. But this is another one of my all-time favorite double splashes that's in Hero. Nice, huh? And I have one more. I have one more to show. This is actually... this is patience. This is a double page spread, also from Hero Book 2. And this is another story page, and it's just a bunch of different animals that are represented in the story, and each of them represents a god. This is like their animal aspect. Like Zeus is the eagle, Ares is the bear, and so forth and so forth. And one of the things that's interesting, and actually my editor pointed this out that he noticed, is that when the story page is going on, it's talking about the 12 gods. And he pointed out, and he did a quick count and found out there's actually 13 animals in this picture. And that's for a reason. We kind of snuck something in, and you won't know it anytime soon, but there is a 13th character in here. And we have a story around that as well. But this is a splash page that I had a lot of fun doing. And what's really interesting, I'm not sure if I actually did this one while I was making YouTube videos. So there may actually be a YouTube video about there of me doing this, because I did each animal individually, so that when I would draw one animal and then I would scan it in and then I would layer it on the page, so that like right here, the bee that's right here, how you can't separate some of him from the other characters behind him. Well, in the printed version, there's a stroke around the bee, so he's easily separated from the rest of the other characters. So
I got a question.
sure, ask away.
Richard Corwin in the chat says, ink your heroes onto some clear acetate or something similar and overlay it on the splash pages.
Oh, I think he's talking about the very first one where there's hero is separate
I don't know
layer.
what he's talking about, but I have
Yeah,
a
I
question.
know what he's talking about.
No. I have a question.
Okay, hit me.
I just read that because it has to do with the question. Is there something that you can do? Like he's talking about clear acetate here.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something you can do in order? Because I'm not very familiar with the traditional artwork and doing things. I don't change what I draw once I draw it.
Right.
Sometimes I wish I could, but I just kind of keep trucking. But is there a way to make it look professional and done and good to add something onto an image like that and make it look like it was there originally?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
How is that?
You just drop it on there, man, and in Photoshop or something as another layer.
No. I mean traditionally.
Oh, traditionally, you could you could draw it on a piece of paper and cut it out and glue it down, or use like sticker, like backed paper, like they used to use when they would do that in comics. Because I have original pages, man, where two panels are switched that way.
Right.
They do that. They would draw it and cut it, and paste it in like a cutout.
Yeah. Nowadays it's just easier to do it in Photoshop.
Yeah, Turtle
Yeah.
Rabbit says, I can hear Avery aging.
Yeah.
No, but what I asked was if you've listened to my original question, to make it look like it was there originally.
There is one other thing you can do, and I've done it in the past. I'm sure Avery has as well. Is literally take like white acrylic paint
Uh-huh.
and paint the image that you've drawn with, and then redraw on top of that, because the dried white acrylic you can actually draw back on again. So if you like completed an image and went, oh crap, I want to put somebody right in the middle, you could actually do white acrylic on it and keep it as smooth as possible, and then draw directly back onto it again.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I actually had to do that with the wraparound cover for Hero Book 1, the new colored version. The wolf's face wasn't right. When I drew it, I penciled it, it looked good. But when I inked it, I screwed it up and made it look bad. So I actually went with white acrylic and then redrew it on the original. So if you look at the original, which is actually a double page spread that's in the store, it's hung up in a frame, you can see that the wolf's head has been painted over and then redrawn. Now, granted, on the page that I sent to Avery to color, I just put it there. I just did it in Photoshop. I just took the original one that I had done, the layout one, which looked so much better, put it on the digital version and gave it to Avery to color. But on the original, it looked horrible. So I whited it out, not white out, but I used white acrylic to white it out and then redraw it. So,
Yep.
hey, Cross is here. What's up, Rick?
And one of the things I'll do, if it won't take too long, is make the fix in Photoshop,
Mm-hmm.
then print it out and redo the whole thing.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
That
If-
takes
if
a
I
lot of
want
work too. It takes a
Yeah.
lot of work too. Unless you're specifically wanting to resell the page, the original page, But then again, having the original page different from the printed copy kind of makes it more valuable in the fact that it's separate and one of a kind. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, just include the piece, the element that you changed with it.
Right. There's supposedly like a famous page from Ecstatic by Mike Allred, in which in the original he made the character look like Princess Diana, and the editor said, "Oh no, we don't want to do that." So they actually, with a printed version, they made him change it. But the original still has the Princess Diana image on it, and I guess it went up for auction at some point. Todd might actually know about this. But the original still has the Princess Diana panel, and it became more valuable because of that fact. Because they edited it out of the actual printed comic. So the only place that you could see that art is in the original. So. Evan says, "Why isn't Rick on the show?" He's got a link. He's more than welcome to join.
Yeah.
Says, "Let's talk about Rick not being on the show while the epic story saga continues." Oh, Evan. We love you. You're so great. But, Night Owl Warrior was here. And then he says, "Well, peace out all." I guess he left. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I guess I was busy telling a story.
That's really strange because I actually interrupted your story to tell you that Nighthawk Warrior was here.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on in your fucking brain?
Who knows?
There's a lot of issues there. There's a lot of issues, and we don't have that much time to delve into all of them. So it could be.
It's
I'm trying
the
my best
tism.
here. I'm trying my best here to get you
it's
to
the
acknowledge
tism.
the people that come to watch you.
Well, I appreciate it. And Dillard, I do
tism.
appreciate you out there looking out for me. So what are you guys working on right now? Anybody working on anything good they want to tell everybody about?
No.
Yeah, I'm working on the buckler. Coming out looking fantastic.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
You know
When are
what?
we When are we going to see the
screen
next
share.
page?
I'll screen share what I'm working on right now. Hold on a second. Let me go here to StreamYards.
No, I'm trying to drum up commissions so I can like pay bills.
Yeah, anybody, if you're looking for somebody to do art for you, that's fantastic. He's really cool. I would check out Avery.
That's not a good endorsement.
It's not a good. I'm sorry.
Cool. It's like people think Andrew said it's cool. It's like
Okay, I'm screen sharing.
Hey, Evan says that he learned cool from me. He learned what is cool from me. So, all right. So what do we got here?
So what we got here is we got the buck. I'm just starting to color this.
Mhm.
Buckler's answering his little satellite phone there, and
I love that.
it's kind of like, what do you want? I'm busy, right? And then this guy here this is Bull, right?
This is one of his henchmen. He's back at home, back at the lair, and he's on the toilet. And he's telling him, "Boss, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but I'm looking at the paper, and it looks like Harrington and Linda, which is Buckler's ex-wife, are getting married." So you move to this panel here, and he's like, hey, listening, and then he's like looking at the phone, and then the phone's in the snow, and then he's like, "You're a fucking dead man, Harrington." And then he's gonna go chase down Harrington right now.
Now I have one question. That second panel where the guy sitting on the toilet, and there seems to be a lot of toilet humor in your comics, which I think is great. But do you have enough room for the word balloons that you just described in that panel?
Yeah.
Okay. You might lose some of the.
I'm gonna lose a little bit of the thigh.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's okay. The toilet paper on the shelf sells it that it's a bathroom.
Yeah, it needs to be there.
Yeah, definitely.
He's gonna have some
I like that
pasty white legs too. So.
I like that face shot of the buckler, dude. Like the distortion. It looks cool. Like it's like almost like fish eyeing right there at his mouth and his chin. Like I like that.
Does anybody think the buckler in that first panel looks like Dillard?
It is Dillard. The buckler is Dillard. It's Dillard on steroids.
The self-insert.
If he was smoking a cigarette, it would be a spitting image.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah.
buckler does smoke, just not right now. He's in the middle of something.
Oh, okay. Dude, you've got to cosplay as the buckler.
That's what I'm doing.
You got to. You got to.
That's what I'm working on right now. Well, actually, not. That's not what I'm working on right now. I'm working on decorations for my kid's birthday party.
Oh, okay. Still doing that. When is it?
This Sunday.
Oh, okay. Hey, when's Father's Day? Isn't that coming up soon?
What does it matter? I don't get shit anyway.
My wife asked me about it and asked me if
I told her because she asked me what I want for Father's Day,
right.
and I told her the exact same thing I told her that I wanted for my birthday that I didn't get. I said, go on Amazon, go to the review section, find something that has like 5 stars. I want the best primo back scratcher you can find on Amazon. I can't get a back scratcher around here to save my life, dude. Nobody cares about me.
Really? Hey, you know what we need? You know what dads need?
A back scratcher.
Have you ever seen? Well, I'm going with that theme, but have you ever seen those automatic cat scratchers where cats can like walk underneath them and then the machine will scratch their backs for them?
I mean, I could pull a baloo and go to the front yard and go scratch my back on a tree, but I mean, come on, I want to be a little civilized.
Yeah, I've never actually done that. Oh, Father's Day is not till the 21st. So yeah, it's not this Sunday, next Sunday. So
Oh, I got my dice box from JP4. You want to see it?
sure.
Whoa, there goes my camera. Shit. Oh, hold on. I'm not gonna move it. It's gonna fall. Okay.
Evan
I'll just show
asked
where it's
about
at.
the Canadian Shield 2, and Rick says he's working on it. And he also agreed. He says
Where's the Canadian Shield 1? Fuck.
it's coming. It's coming.
Rick Piper. All right, let me turn on my cam.
Comics take a lot of work, guys. They don't just create themselves, you know.
All right.
All right, what are you going to show us here?
Can you see it? Nah. It's,
With the light
God,
behind
light.
you, it's
Oh,
killing
you
it.
know what? I have I got a portable light right here. Let me whip it out on you real quick.
Mm. Got into a lot of trouble last time I said that.
I don't believe you. You tell lies.
I don't tell lies. I tell stories. Turtle Rabbit says I keep 3 back scratchers throughout the house.
Turtle Rabbit knows what he's doing.
Yeah. I don't even think we have a back scratcher in the house. I'm not a big fan. Actually, you know, I tell my kids, especially when they were younger, whatever they would say, what do you want for your birthday or for Christmas or for Father's Day? I always say, I want the same thing as I wanted last year. And they always scream and yell, you're not getting peace and quiet. That's
Man,
why
just grab one of the cats. Just grab one of the cats, shove a stick up of its ass, and put it on the back of your shirt.
Oh, that's
That's cool.
That's very nice. Now, is that a container
Dope,
that
right?
opens up? Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
a container. 1 second. One second. Okay, so if you open it
We're
up,
watching a puppet show here, you know? The shadows on
it contains. I don't have my fancy dice. They're in with my PlayStation, the storage pod. But
Nice.
this is and the holder itself. Let me dump these out.
I was going to say, does that have
lined with
individual?
lined with felt.
Wow.
Yes, it does. And not only that, it has super powerful neodymium magnets that hold the case together.
Cool.
That is nice.
Yeah, that looks
So, yeah.
good.
And on the back, you can see it has his new logo because he decided to change it from Mallet to 510 Gaming. So
Very
that's his
cool.
new logo, his Rooster logo.
Cool.
Now, does he do commission work for that, or?
Yes, he does.
Wow.
You got
So
to go
tell-
on his Twitter.
So tell us a little bit more so people who's interested can go find him.
Well, you can go onto his Twitter. It's called Mallet or at Mallet CNC Works.
CNC Works. Okay.
Yeah, and I mean it's JP4 Mallet
Yeah,
modeling, all the same guy. But
Okay.
yeah, he does really cool stuff, and he's working that CNC machine nonstop, coming out with some pretty cool krug.
Well, I really
and,
like the fact that he painted the letters to look like your logo, you know?
Yeah, it
Your
came out
Diller
really
Draws
cool.
logo, yeah.
And
That's
like he also
awesome.
did this for me just for free. I just threw it in. It's
Oh wow.
this one here, not the dice box that cost me, but
Oh okay.
this one here. This is my logo for my. It's called the Cursed Comics.
Oh, cool.
That's a
Wow.
little.
Very nice.
It's all hardwood. It's all oak.
Oh, it's got
Not the dice box. The dice box. The dice box is that stained maple.
right, and that plaque there's got a hole in the back so you can hang it on your wall and so forth, right?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Wow.
He even has that fancy schmancy the recessed one where you can put it in there and slide it down.
Yeah,
Very nice. Very nice.
Not bad.
JP does some good work, man.
He does.
very cool.
Yeah.
He's the one that made the Buckler Mobile.
You have a Buckler mobile?
Yeah, in
I
the
got a
story.
Buckler Mobile.
Oh, okay. Oh, the 3D model. Gotcha. All right, I'm with you now. Takes me a few seconds, guys.
Well, here, I'll show you. I have the door off, but this is the Buckler Mobile.
Oh, let's see this. Hold on.
Oh, that's great.
That's awesome.
And the top even comes off, so when you want to really lay some waste to these filthy Canadian civilians, you can pop out the top and man that gun up there.
Now the question is, did it come with a Buckler figure to go in it?
It did not. I had to buy my own, dude.
Oh.
Oh, you got a Buckler figure?
I do.
Show him. I haven't seen this.
I can't right now. It's not here. It's somewhere else.
Oh,
Okay.
It's in the
Okay.
house. But
Okay.
it's not the Buckler in his normal getup. It's the Buckler in the Northern Expedition gear, the one you were just seeing right now, where he's wearing that
Yeah.
hat.
Right,
Yeah, it's
right.
him wearing that stuff.
Evan
That's
wants
great.
to know. Evan wants to know why Dillard has a kill room.
What's that? I don't know what that is.
You know, it's the low light and the
Yeah, that's a murder room.
yeah.
Dude, did you see the video that I made for JP? For
No.
the Dice Box?
No.
Dude, no, that's why there's no lights in here right now. I set it all up. It looks the production value on that video, dude, is primo. Go find it, dude. You gotta watch it. It's
Okay.
like 30
Okay.
seconds. It's showing off the dice box.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. Does he do like shows or anything like that, or do
Yeah,
you know?
but he's on Twitch exclusively now.
Okay.
Twitch? Okay.
Got to have a murder basement. Oh man.
Yeah, I think that's going to be our next house. That's going to be a requirement. Got to have
See,
a
I
murder.
always wanted
murder-
that. I always wanted to have like my own private room where I could have like all kinds of secret stuff and then like cameras to monitor my property and all that stuff. But then I'm like, people are gonna think I'm like a pervert or an arch criminal or something.
Well, we live in Florida, so we can't have basements.
I'll probably
Nobody
get
has
Yeah.
raided.
basements here, so it'd have to be an attic, a garage, or like a separate add-on room,
No,
or even
you-
a murder shed. That'd be awesome.
No, you can have a basement in Florida. You just have to build the property up first.
Right,
You got to build.
right.
You got to build it up, then you can go. It is possible. It's just very rare. Build up sort of a very slow artificial hill, and then
Yeah, yeah.
You see now how realistic is this, right? Because this has always been like a lifelong dream of mine.
Okay.
You have a big property, right? You know, a couple, a dozen acres or so.
Mhm.
You have a lake on the property.
Okay.
But before you build a lake, let's say it's a man-made lake, you dig it out yourself, but you go a little bit deeper so you can get a tunnel that goes from your house to the very, very bottom of the lake.
Okay.
And at the very bottom of the lake, you build a glass domed study. Right? So you can be down there in your study, nobody can see you, but you'll be able to see like the fishes and the bass and the trout and stuff like swimming around above your head.
the water.
How much you think that would cost? And I'm talking
A lot.
I'll go down. I'll pone in for some primo thick glass.
Yeah, it would. It could easily cost millions.
I don't think I'll do millions.
It would be hard to do. I don't think the water would be that clear, especially if a man-made lake here in Florida. It would probably get kind of murky.
Yeah,
Well, that's the thing. I would want it to be murky. Like I would want lights in there, in my study,
Okay.
and I wouldn't want people outside of the lake to be able to see. Oh, there's something down in there.
Yeah. Well, it was on private property. You'd be fine. That would cost a lot. It would be cool.
Why wouldn't
But it
you
would
just
cost a lot.
Why wouldn't you just build a aquarium above a room, like a second story, and have it be an aquarium over?
Why
a
couldn't you
room?
just have an aquarium on a desk?
That's not-
because that's gay. I want a ceiling that's an aquarium. That's the bottom of a lake.
You could do that easier than put it at the bottom of a lake, though. Have an aquarium above.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be as cool.
I think it'd be just as cool.
No, it'd be like one of those like whack Tampa homes that's like all square and it has like, oh, you can swim from here to here and there's glass. You can see the girl swimming. No, I want privacy.
Like the one where you have the house where it has a hallway and you walk down the hallway and there's a swimming pool above you and you see the girls swimming above. Yeah. And then you release the sharks and see what happens,
The sharks with freaking lasers.
Man, that's you. There's a James Bond movie in which there was a swimming pool with a shark in it, and they covered the swimming pool with James Bond and another guy in the swimming pool, and it's the reason why I will not swim in a swimming pool at nighttime. Ever. Nope. Scares the ever living crap out of me.
Laser sharks.
Will not do it. Not the laser sharks, just sharks in general. If I'm in a swimming pool, I need to be able to see everything that's going on around me. If it's dark, I can't see.
Oh.
Nope.
Have you seen
sharks
the
in that pool?
Have you seen the
like
video?
a scaredy cat is what it sounds.
Have you seen the video of the people in a pool and a gator jumps in the pool and goes after the woman and the guy jumps out and runs?
No. Oh, did you guys see the video from Virginia in which the protesters were pulling down the Confederate statue and it knocked out and fell on top of one of the protesters?
No.
It's hilarious. Dude, all right, I'm
Ooh,
going to share this
scare
video
you.
right now. Watch this video. All right, here we go.
All right, share it, Andrew, please.
All right, this is the
Okay.
Dice Box promo here. This is why I had the room all blacked out.
Completely tailored to your tastes. Beautifully hand-stained hardwood. Oak, maple, walnut. I missed it. Went by too quick. Luxurious protection. Protective felt lining. Powerful, inlaid. Goes by too quick. Order your custom dice box today. 510 Gaming.
Looks great, man. That's like a great professional promo shot.
You did a very good job there.
All
right.
Todd hasn't said anything in a while. I'm worried. Is he okay?
He's either just listening or he's busy doing other things.
Yeah. Like there's probably like screaming babies or something.
No, there's no screaming babies there.
Oh, he's still in New York. I thought he was out.
He is, but the babies are with the parents.
Oh, he's not back to North Carolina yet?
He may be, but they're quarantining themselves for 14 days after they get back.
Oh, yeah.
So, Black Lives Matter protester in coma after statue fell on him. Is pictured with his wife saying, "Pray for him."
I saw a thing where they were vandalizing an abolitionist, a statue of a famous abolitionist. It's like you're tearing that down, and that guy was opposed to slavery.
Was he white?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
The hell with Whitey. Get a statue of Whitey. Why don't you put a statue of a slave? Why has it got to be some abolitionist? Who cares about him? What did he have to do? Oh, I got to give up my extra third bedroom for a little while.
This video, I was actually watching it last night, and the moment that the statue starts to fall and you realize there's a guy standing right underneath it, it's like, oh my God. And then when you see it actually hit him, you're like, oh, it's very shocking. But oh well,
Does it
this
give
is
you
the
one of those like visceral reactions when you see somebody like falling on their nuts?
this is the definition of karma, you know? But yeah, hold on a second. That's all set up so you can. And the crowd's cheering. And this is literally the video. What it reminds me of is if you saw a bunch of kids standing around playing with a loaded handgun, you know what's going to happen. Somebody's going to get hurt.
This
know?
looks like ISIS, like when ISIS moves into an area and destroys all the historical monuments.
This looks like the American soldiers when they were tearing down the Saddam Hussein statue.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys want to see this video? It's rather shocking. This is for all those out there who have not seen this. It's very
This is a little statue. That guy's almost taller than the statue.
well. All right, here we go. The guy that's going to get hit, I'll tell you now. Oh, hold on a second. He's got a green shirt on. So when you see a guy standing in the front with a green shirt, that's the guy to pay attention to, okay?
All right.
Ooh!
No, you
Still
got to do
make
that
me-
again. That was too quick.
Yeah, then this is the moment when like the girls sitting up at the top realize, oh my gosh, what just happened? Get out of the way! Get out of the way! And by the way, there's no cops, no emergency services anywhere. You know, they gave up this area of town to the protesters.
And they're already in decline to
Yep.
like turning on each other. It's hysterical.
All right, hold on a second. I want to go back. I want to watch the video again. So hold on. Nope, too far back.
Oh my God.
Actually, I watched the original video, which is like several minutes long. But yeah, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit so you guys can actually see when it happens, because it's
Pretty funny.
karma's a bitch, man.
Who?
I wonder if they could. I wonder because the police could probably. This video is pretty clear. They could probably identify all the people that were involved in this little incident here. And the question is, somebody should be charged with something because, you know, this guy is probably going to be. He's going to be hurt for a long time.
They were
Yeah.
injured in a criminal act.
Yeah, this guy's going to he's going to sue the city for that statue.
All right, hold on a second. So it's this guy right here in the green shirt. They're just partying, having a good old time. You see the one guy with the sledgehammer? And right before it falls, if you look closely, they've destroyed most of the statues. They jump forward in this video. They destroyed most of the legs, so it's just the metal bar that the statue is standing on, and it gives way and the thing just comes down right here. See this guy right here?
His head just disappeared.
Yeah. Oh.
And the crazy thing is, you see everybody with their cameras and out, and they go from videotaping what's going on to what's happening on the ground. So there's video out there of this guy unconscious, and originally it was thought he might be dead, but they're saying
Sure.
he's in a coma right now. But this is yeah.
He's lucky it didn't pop his head like a grape.
Yeah. I mean, this is not a very smooth sound looking statue, but this is the guy right here again. So here we go.
It's all like concrete or something.
Oh yeah.
You guys know that that YouTuber AVE?
Mm-mm.
He's like an engineer and he has like a shop and he does a bunch of cool shit. But he has like a little saying about the hierarchy of materials. And about like it doesn't matter if you work with plastic or wood or steel or whatever. Everything in your shop is harder than human skin.
Yeah, yeah.
That is true. All right, here we go. You ready? Here we go.
Yep.
One more time. Let me rewind it just a little bit. Oh, that jolts me every time because everybody's cheering. They're like, "Yay, yay!" And they're all looking around
Everybody's filming it like it's some sort of a police injustice.
Yeah.
They're like, there goes that white abolitionist killing another black man.
like, "Amen." Oh, all right. That's a little much. That's enough. Whew. Well, I had heard about this video because they're not talking about this on the news. CNN's
Yeah.
not covering this.
There's a lot of the stuff that they won't talk about that's
They were
going on in
talking
there.
They were talking about it on Steven Crowder. One of his guests had brought it up, and I'm like, oh, I got to see this.
Oh,
And I originally typed,
did you see their fantastic new farming plot they got going?
Oh, it's hysterical. Plus the phone calls they're getting about rapes and robberies is skyrocketing, and the cops can't get in there.
Oh, the cops can get in there. They're just not going to.
They're not going to. Exactly. It's just their businesses are getting extorted for protection money. Rape has jumped and assault has jumped up like 5 times normal.
well, the part I think is crazy is the fact that they were asking the governor about it, and he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I hadn't heard any of this. It's like, you are insane. This is happening in your state, and you don't know.
Turtle
anything
Rabbit says it's funny because I don't know him.
That video is probably my second favorite video from all this. My first favorite video is the one of the guy with the Molotov cocktail. I don't know if you guys have seen that video where he's he's on a set of stairs and the Molotov cocktail is on the ground next to him, and he leans down and he picks it up and he goes to throw it, but as he's going to throw it, it's like spilling out behind him. So when he throws it, it's like a stream of fire all over his body, and he goes running down the stairs and he is totally engulfed in flames because he literally threw it over his head and spilt the water, not the water,
Flammable liquid.
whatever flammable liquid it was, all over his body, and he engulfs in flames. He goes running down the stairs, and people are screaming, "Oh my God!" It's like,
It's like the thing is those things
That's
are not
beautiful.
easy. They're not easy to make correctly. And the thing is, like, if you're not sure, why would you try? You know what I mean?
Well, it's obvious by the fact that he went to pick it up and to do something with it that he didn't know what he was doing to begin with. It's pretty obvious. And the fact that he literally doused himself in flammable liquid as he's throwing it.
Oh, I don't reload. Avery, do you reload
Reload what?
ammo?
What?
No, I don't reload. No, I don't reload my own. I buy it.
No, okay. Never mind.
I would like to get into it. I just don't have the money to. Just to buy the startup stuff.
Turtle Rabbit says he pulled a Michael Jackson.
Yeah, if I did reload, I would just reload 9mm and 7.62 by 39.
No, I'm saying because they have the little percussion caps that you put inside the back of the brass,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's also a little when you press the lead down into the cartridge after it already has the powder in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I kind of know just a little bit, just kind of a vague idea of how the process kind of goes.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that I probably, if nobody was there to show me, I probably wouldn't hop on a bench and start trying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you can. It's not incredibly hard. You just have to know what kind of powder, because there's
Right.
several
But what
different
I'm
kinds.
saying is like because I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have the book. I don't know how to read the reloading books and all that stuff. I don't know how to do it. I probably wouldn't just hop on and be like, let me go for it.
Yeah, you could. Thing is, though, you could. The information's not hard to get, and the equipment and materials aren't hard to get, and you can get it all shipped straight to you. Like there's nothing illegal or controlled about any of it. It's it's all perfectly legal. It's a perfectly normal hobby.
No,
This
I get
stream
that. But
has
what I'm saying is,
started to go in a different direction. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. You guys can continue your conversation in just a minute, but we're going to go ahead and end the stream because it's getting late and I'm tired. But I appreciate everybody who came by in the chat, especially those who I actually read your chats. I appreciate all of you. Turtle Rabbit, Evan.
and the ones he ignored, he doesn't appreciate.
Notice I'm shutting these guys down, so I do appreciate them too, though. I appreciate them all coming in. So, all right, everybody. Hope you have a. Oh, somebody's doing fireworks, and my dog's
Going
showing-
crazy.
Yeah, that's another reason to end now. All right, thank you, everybody. See you all on Monday.
Later.
Bye.